Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
It happened that fast. It was just a blast.
Gunned down in the line of duty. Tonight, this Detroit police officer reveals what went through his mind while he spent 2 weeks in the hospital.
But please, not let me die here. I want to see my family one more time before I die.
A 14-year-old scholar and athlete accidentally shot by his best friend. Or was he?
We believe with all of our hearts that what happened to him was not an accident.
Tonight, his family reveals what they believe really happened.
When it rains, it pours. Rain, wind, and snow, a triple threat grabbing a hold of Metro Detroit. Thanks for being with us for the news at 11. This spring storm is giving us a little bit of everything.
We expect April showers. April snow, not so much. Ben is tracking what's coming in. It's a trifecta here, Ben.
It sure is, guys. And, you know, we really haven't seen an appreciable break since the rain has started, and it's starting to get a little bit more intense. Some of the heaviest stuff right now in our west zone. You can see a couple lightning strikes trying to migrate in from northern parts of Indiana, and a lot of this here is in Letaway and Washtenaw counties. You see those colors go from greens to yellows, and even a couple embedded oranges and reds there. Pretty intense rainfall. We'll see a little bit more of it, but the back edge is right there about Fort Wayne. A little bit of a break, and surprise, surprise, more rain, which is going to work through. Then the other thing we got to look for is the snowfall. And this is the forecast as we get into Thursday night. I wanted to show you there are 2 stripes of snow that are going to be the heaviest in our north zone and in the northern side of our metro zone. Coming up in our 4-zone forecast, we'll look at who gets what. Total accumulation of 1 to 4 inches. Rainfall even before the snow starts is going to be 1 to 3. Could be some flooding issues. We'll tell you who's under the gun for that. And those wind gusts may top 50 miles an hour as the snow is falling. A lot to discuss. We'll get to it all in just a few minutes.
All right, Ben. Brandon Rue will be tracking any changes overnight. Catch the updated forecast first thing on Local 4 News today, starting at 4:30 a.m.
We are following some breaking news regarding the I-96 crash that injured 2 Good Samaritans. We've just learned Dr. Cynthia Ray has died. She was one of the people who got out to help teens in an overturned Jeep Sunday. Another car hit her and a 17-year-old Good Samaritan. Dr. Ray worked at Henry Ford Hospital. She was 47 years old. Her funeral will be Saturday in Plymouth. The other Good Samaritan and the driver of the car that hit them both remain hospitalized tonight. The crash is still under investigation.
Now, also breaking tonight, 3 people shot when gunmen opened fire on a car on Detroit's west side.
Tim Pamplin is on the scene with a night cam. Tim?
There you see medics backing up. They've got 1 victim in there. Another one has been placed in the back of this black police cruiser here. One has already been transported to the hospital. Just a harrowing scene as 3 men come under fire. 3 of them been shot in what police are saying may be an attempted carjacking. There you see about a half a dozen children or so, young children, being led away from the home. An absolute harrowing situation about half an hour ago. Medics taking these victims off to the hospital. Now, this silver car you see right on the screen there, that's the one that the victims drove up to the house on. That's when 3 assailants approached the vehicle in what police think may be a carjacking and opened fire. Now, police are looking at this house across the street. They want to get their hands on that surveillance video. So back out here to recap, 3 men in that silver vehicle shot tonight in what police are saying is an attempted carjacking. Those victims are in the hospital. The gunmen are on the run, and these young children, young innocent children, being led away to safety. That is a scene right now on Ashton Street with the night camp. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim. A Lake Orion teen out for a trip to the mall ended up shot dead in a Pontiac home. Police have been investigating what seemed accidental at first, but tonight the children who witnessed it aren't coming forward, and neither are their parents. Mara McDonald is live at the Oakland County Sheriff's Department with more on this story. Mara?
Kimberly, good evening to you. And you're right, we're in a position right now where neither of these teenagers is being very forthcoming with sheriff's deputies or with prosecutors. And the family of this 14-year-old boy, Solomon Bonner, is pleading for somebody to tell the truth here.
Wait till the race starts.
He was an outstanding student and a gifted athlete at Lake Orion's Walden Middle School and on his way to Orchard Lake St. Mary's for high school.
We want justice, nothing less and nothing more.
All that promise destroyed by a friend's gun at a home in Pontiac he never should have been at.
And he was like, "Mom, just come get me."
Solomon called his mom from that house. He was supposed to be at the mall with several friends. His mother was furious he was there. On her way to get him, she gets the call he's been shot by a 15-year-old friend.
I would love for them just to tell the truth on behalf of Solomon.
Solomon was shot in the head at point-blank range, which doesn't sound accidental to the family.
This was not him blindly shooting around a gun, and it wasn't a stray bullet. It was intentional. It was to the back of his head.
In addition to Solomon and the accused shooter, there were 2 other boys in there. One won't talk to police, the other is giving conflicting stories, and their parents aren't cooperating. Bonner's big, loving family will not just let this go.
I hear Solomon's voice in my ear. It won't go away.
Back here live. So what were those boys doing inside that Pontiac house? Well, neighbors tell us they think the boys were in there gambling. There was money found on the floor where Solomon's body was found. Solomon's family thinks, and what they have been told, is that they were gambling. Solomon was winning, and one of those other boys was not happy and put the gun to his head. We are live at the Oakland County Sheriff's Department tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Wow. All right, Mara. Well, weeks after being shot in the line of duty, one Detroit police officer is finally out of the hospital. James Kisselberg is talking about that night that, of course, changed his life forever. Jermont Terry is live with the story. Jermont.
Devin, after spending 21 days here in Detroit receiving, Officer James Kisselberg left the hospital this week. And tonight he opens up about wearing the badge, that night in question, and how the community support has helped him heal. Detroit police officer James Kisselberg is elated to be home.
For the first time in my life, my career, I felt like I did make a difference.
Back in March, Kisselberg and his partner were on patrol on the city's southwest side. They were shot while talking to a man on the street.
When I hit the ground, I was paralyzed. I couldn't move my hands or feet.
2 bullets hit Officer Kisselberg in the neck and cheek.
I tried so hard to get to my gun because he's just fighting with my partner, and I couldn't, which might have been a blessing in disguise because I think if I would have moved, he probably would have finished me off.
He recalls praying as he bled on the ground.
Prayed just to please not let me die here. I want to see my family.
At one point, the shooter stood over him.
I actually closed my eyes to play dead, and he stepped over top of me and walked off.
That's when his partner, who was also shot, protected him by firing more rounds at the gunman. Images show their bond while recovering at the hospital. It's a relationship that's stronger now.
But he truly saved my life. And and it just took it to a whole new level, I think.
Kisselberg spent the past 19 and a half years on the force, but after this close call, he's handing over the badge.
I would like to go back out there, but for the sake of my family, I won't.
He relied on his faith and prayers for this second chance at life.
Were your prayers answered?
Yeah, they were.
And 1 bullet came within millimeters of hitting the officer's spine. He tells me nothing but God protected him and allowed him to leave this hospital this week. He should also point out that he is very thankful and been overwhelmed by the support that he has received from this community. Reporting live in Detroit tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
No doubt about that, Jermont. We'll add our voices to those wishing him all the best. All right, thanks. Yes. Well, the man charged in the shooting, meanwhile, is currently awaiting a mental exam. Raymond Durham, also the primary suspect in the murder of Wayne State University Police Sergeant Colin Rose. We'll see where it all goes. Much of it could be dependent on the results of that exam. The Marines have charged a drill sergeant at the center of an investigation involving the mistreatment of a local recruit.
20-year-old Raheel Siddiqui of Taylor died last year when he fell 3 stories after a standoff with a drill instructor. An investigation found the instructor had slapped him several times. The instructor will face the highest level court-martial, which is usually used to address the most serious misconduct. In December, other Marines were also charged. The U.S. Auto Safety Agency is reviewing a Ford Motor Company recall of cars, SUVs, and vans. The vehicles can run low on coolant, potentially overheating and catching fire. Ford is aware of 29 fires so far. The company says it'll install a sensor that warns owners when coolant is low. The agency will determine if this solves the problem or it could open an investigation. The recall covers 230,000 vehicles. For a full list, go to the automotive section of our website, click on Detroit.com.
All right, still ahead, a truck comes plowing through the front door of a convenience store, and get this, it's not the first time it's happened. Why police ticketed the driver this time around.
And you've got to see it to believe it. A thief using a toddler to steal liquor. See how he pulls it off. Hi, Doc.
Two local people saved by the same organ donor. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, the stranger's gift that brought them together and how they're now hoping to multiply that gift many times over.
On the next, two local people saved by the same organ donor.
I wanted to live so bad. I wanted to see some more things.
It's just a whole new life. An absolutely whole new life.
It was a stranger's gift that brought Darlene and Tom together, giving each of them a second chance at life.
And now they're hoping to multiply that gift many times over. Our Dr. Frank McGeorge is here with their story, Doc.
Well, Devin and Kimberly, if you have ever wondered about the power of organ donation, I want you to meet Darlene and Tom. Their story starts with a stranger's gift, but they hope that's just the beginning, and that gift will inspire others to give too.
In the late 1990s, I started noticing problems. When I tried to take my grandkids sledding and stuff, I got where I couldn't do it anymore.
After years of suffering from shortness of breath, Darlene Bracewell of Canton needed a lung transplant.
After I got out of the hospital with pneumonia, the doctor told me to go home and get my affairs in order because things didn't look too good.
In Livonia, Tom Seda was suffering from stage 4 COPD.
Stage 4 anything is not good news.
He had been on oxygen for 9 years. He did his best to live life to the fullest, but it wasn't easy.
We already had 5 grandchildren. None of those kids had ever seen me without an oxygen bottle or an oxygen hose coming from somewhere.
On October 17th, 2013, the call they'd been waiting for came.
She says, well, I think we got a lung for you.
Up at his cottage, Tom was getting the same call. He and Darlene actually knew each other from a support group. At the hospital, their families soon realized they were each receiving one lung from the same donor.
She's the one that came up with this term, the trans sister. She's my trans sister. So,
for the older people that know, not the younger.
It's easy to see they have embraced their second chance with open arms. They're watching their grandchildren grow and truly enjoying their hobbies once more.
Just a whole new life, an absolutely whole new life. Did it before, but it's a lot easier now.
Most of my grandchildren graduate. One's getting married this year, so I'll see that wedding.
They are forever grateful to the donor who saved them both, a young man named Ben.
Our hearts go out to the family and the donor.
I thank him for that, and I will for the rest of my life. It's just amazing.
They're also determined to pay it forward. They volunteer together to encourage more people to join the organ donor registry and to donate blood, life-saving gifts they don't take for granted.
We owe the gift of life to other people. We're living proof that organ donation works.
One single organ donor can save up to 8 lives and improve the lives of up to 50 people through tissue donation. If you'd like to join the Michigan Organ Donor Registry, you can do it right now on the health page at clickondetroit.com. And if you want to help save a life even sooner while you're still alive, you can donate blood tomorrow. Local 4 has teamed up with Gardner White and the Red Cross to help ease the blood shortage. You can donate from 11 a.m. to 7:45 p.m. at the Gardner White stores in Auburn Hills, Canton, Macomb, Warren, Waterford, and Taylor, and from 11:30 until 7:15 at the Brighton store. And you can also find all of that information at clickondetroit.com.
Of course, you've got a lot of people right now on spring break or spring vacations, so they need donors to make up that difference right now.
That's exactly it. So we need people to get out tomorrow.
Okay. All right, here's a look at what defender Karen Drew is working on for tomorrow night.
2 Good Samaritans hit on the interstate trying to help victims in a rolled over car. Now, Michigan State Police let the local 4 defenders ride along, sharing a lesson we all can learn from.
You could potentially be hit by another vehicle, and or if you start exiting your car.
Do you know what to do in a crash? Where to pull over? Do you get out of the car? What if you want to help someone else?
Odds are you're making mistakes that could be putting your life in danger. The Defenders, tomorrow at 11.
Well, I think Ben was getting bored and he just started pushing buttons, and look what's happened.
He thought up a crummy forecast.
I ran out of colors to put on the map.
Doubt,
They're all over the place. You know, for a lot of us, it's going to be a nuisance and a headache. There could be some places where it's a little bit more than that. and we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk rain, because the rainfall obviously has started, and you can see on our west zone that some of those areas are really starting to pick up some totals. But we drew a box here in the center part of the area. The average accumulation right in the heart of the area is only about 1/4 to 3/10 of an inch. But you get out here in our west zone in these green shaded areas, they've picked up at least an inch here in parts of Genesee County, and very close to that in Livingston and Washtenaw. And that's where the rain is starting to get heavy again out here in our west zone. So we're watching it move from south to north. Still rain here further off to the east, but it's a lot lighter. Flood watches are up for our top 4 counties here: Livingston, Genesee, Lapeer, and Sanilac. And that's not because we think that that's where the most rain is going to fall, but you've had some issues with the rainfall already this month, and that's why those flood watches are there, because it's not going to take a lot to push some of the rivers and streams out of their banks. Otherwise, temperatures are very close to the they're in the upper 30s there, right along the edge of our viewing area. Most of us are in the 40s, and we'll generally see these numbers pretty much stay steady as we get towards tomorrow morning. So there's a ton of moisture coming in from the south. We're going to a lot more of it to go, as you can see here on our forecast map. Once we get past sunrise tomorrow, the rain becomes a lot lighter. It will be kind of off and on through the day, but you see that rain snow line starting to make inroads at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Temperatures are going to fall through the day, and that's about the time it gets cold enough to snow. It's going to continue until about 7 a.m. on Friday. Looks like everything's going to be out of here for opening day. Even the clouds look like they're going to start to clear. Still a little bit chilly and breezy as well. Speaking of breezy, winds when that snow is falling. This is around midnight, 1 a.m. Friday morning. Gusts of up to 50 miles an hour. They'll be fastest up here in our north zone. High wind watches up for Sanilac and St. Clair. This is where wind gusts could top 50 miles an hour. And all those winds pushing water onto the lakeshore flood advisory in effect for St. Clair County. So let's look at those snow totals. We showed you at the top of the show there's going to be 2 bands. Some of the lightest numbers are going to be in our metro zone, less than an inch or just over. South zone, not too much different. In fact, mostly less than an inch. Then those numbers start to get higher here in our west zone, especially this stripe right here from Howell to Clarkston, where we think there'll be 3, possibly 4+ inches, and that's going to extend into our north zone too. You see those numbers here, 2, 3, 4, even 5 showing up here in Oxford, and then another batch of heavy snow that's going to be up here in parts of Sanilac County of 3 to 4 inches there. Temperatures will slide through the day, as we said. Winds picking up, but they'll be at their fastest around midnight. And then that 7-day forecast shows that temperatures really start to spike. So even though we will see some significant snow on the ground, it's not going to last long. That high temperature Friday with sunshine is going to be 46. So it's going to melt off pretty quick.
But a little bit of everything coming our way between now and then.
And all compressed in a short time frame.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben. Well, the Tigers are bringing on a new partner to make getting to and from a game a lot safer. You'll see who's joining the team.
Also, the crime is low, but how he did it even lower. A father accused of using a child to steal.